Hey, what's up guys? We're in my kitchen and we are gonna make butter chicken today. This is our first cooking video. We got the ingredients here. We got chicken, some onions, garam masala, even though it's in the jar, cumin, coriander, salt, turmeric, Kashmiri red chili powder, a little bit of sugar. First, we're gonna marinate the chicken, then we're gonna do the sauce. But with marinating the chicken, we're missing one ingredient: Greek yogurt. All right, so for the chicken marinade, you're gonna have to chop the onions. Easy as that, you just chop it. So with onions, right, they really could burn your eyes. So the way I cut onions is like this. I don't stand over the onion, all right? Because if you stand over it, the juices are gonna get you. So you gotta kind of like move away from the onions like this for it to not get your... Don't forget to sharpen your knife. My knife is not sharp at all. The onions don't need to be cut perfectly because all this is gonna be blended. Even the tomatoes don't need to be cut perfectly. It's all gonna be blended. Shit. All right, cool. So now that you got the onions chopped, you throw them to the side. And with the ingredients, if you're probably wondering where did I get them, especially on Saipan, it's hard to get ingredients. Well, I got it at Spices Store in Garapan. So Spices Store in Garapan Middle Road has all the ingredients for butter chicken. You cannot find it anywhere else on island. All right, next up, you got local tomatoes. Got a bunch of them. You can cut them any way you want. So this is a onion and tomato based sauce. So it's really healthy for you. If you see any green stuff, take them off. But don't forget, it's all gonna be blended. So you don't really have to, you can just do a rough chop. I'm in a really nice kitchen because I'm very fortunate because God blessed me with a really good kitchen. So, you know, if you got a really nice kitchen, you know, put it to use because, you know, we gotta feed our families. And on Saipan, you gotta appreciate the food that you get because it's not all the time you're gonna be able to find the ingredients. So thank you to the Bangladesh store, Spices Store in Garapan for expanding my cooking potential. Because last year I didn't even know how to make this, but I perfected it. So if you want food that's not on Saipan, you gotta make it yourself. And hey, this is a really good dish. If you like spicy, this is a good dish. Now you could put the tomatoes in the bowl. One tomato just fell in the trash. Then you got 4 cloves of garlic. And you know the garlic that's really big like this is GMO, but it's okay. Because what can we do? Whether it's vegetables, whether it's fruit, whether it's a body part, if it's too big, most likely it's not real, fake. It's genetically modified. Make sure you get all those brown parts of the garlic off. Then you just mince the garlic. So here's a cooking tip for y'all. This is how you cut vegetables without cutting your hand. I'm tired of seeing you guys cutting like this. Like cutting like this. I'm tired of that. Go like this. Align with the knife. And then you can cut and move as much as you want and you will never cut yourself. You will never cut yourself. No, this is what they teach you in Le Cordon Bleu Culinary Arts Institute. Rest in peace, Uncle Alex. Now that you got your vegetables all cut, we're ready to make the sauce. Turn on the heat, add the garlic. Then you add the onions. You're probably telling yourself, Ern, I thought you don't like onions. Bro, I don't like onions raw. Cook it, blend it, turn it into a sauce, turn it into onion powder, flavored Funyuns. I could eat it, but raw? All right, now that the onions looks like it's been softened a little bit, now we can add our tomatoes. Mix that up. And then you wait until the tomatoes turn soft, then you add in the other ingredients. All right, guys, so we're about to add the seasoning pretty soon, but I just wanted to let you know, if you guys don't cook, man, I don't know why that person's with you. You know, honestly, man, even if you don't know how to cook, this is very simple to make and you will shock your other half. Your girl gonna freak out and be like, babe, you actually know how to cook. You're not worthless. All you do is work and come home. You never cook or do anything. Prove her wrong and make this butter chicken and make her flip the fuck out. All right, so we turned off the heat because we don't want it to burn. But as you turn off the heat, you add in 1 tablespoon of garam masala. Even add a little bit more. That's what I want. 1 teaspoon cumin. 1 teaspoon turmeric. 1 teaspoon coriander. Now they're like, what the fuck is that? 1 teaspoon salt. 1 teaspoon Kashmiri chili powder. Then you turn on the heat and mix. So by this time, you're probably freaking out, man. It smells so good. Damn, I didn't know I could do something like this. I've never made anything like this before. Yeah, well, you're welcome. Now that it's done and all the tomatoes are soft and all the onions and garlic are soft and everything is incorporated, then you move it to a bowl. Make sure you scrape everything off. Next step, ice cubes. All right, so the ice cubes is just to cool it down fast, plus adding a little bit of water because we're gonna need to blend it in our Ninja. But in order to blend in the Ninja, you can't have something hot go inside or else you're just an idiot. Everything on island that is grown here is organic. There is nothing added, so use all local products. Support local people, support local products, support local farms. As a matter of fact, we need to start growing everything. I need to start growing herbs and stuff out there in that freaking patio and stuff. But do I practice what I preach? Organic is always better. It's like OG, organic gangster. We got 2 chicken breasts, 2 chicken thighs, and we chop them up into little pieces. Usually it's full chicken breast, but we added some chicken thighs to give it a little Okay. In the bowl, you're gonna add a teaspoon of garam masala, half a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of coriander, half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of salt, and a big half a teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, and a 1/4 cup of yogurt. And then you mix it. Mix it till it's well incorporated. Then you let that sit in the fridge for 30 minutes. We took a 30-minute break. Now add this to the blender. Make sure you get everything, right? Cool. Then you put it onto the Ninja blender. Oops, don't forget the lid. And then you put the lid on. The ice is already melted inside. You don't need to add water. It's a little bit loud. It's gonna get louder. If you want it a little chunky, you could leave it like that. Or scrape the onions and stuff off of the side. Then you add the marinated chicken to a hot pan. Oh yeah, let it hiss. Now what you want is to cook it about halfway and get it to brown at least a little bit. So keep the heat on high and try to get everything level so they're all the surface. All right guys, so once you see that it's brown already and it's the white starting to come out from the meat, that's pretty much ready for the sauce. So with the sauce, you just throw it in. Get all that goodness out. So you start mixing it. There's a lot of water in here, so let the water cook out a little bit from the tomatoes. Let it simmer in there a little bit. Then you add the cream. 1/3 cup cream. Heavy whipping cream. Once that's good, you just stir it in. Just like that. Stir it until it's all incorporated. Now look at that. Yeah. Look at that coming together nicely. Isn't that beautiful? Let it simmer for about 5 minutes. And you're good to go. All right, the mistake a lot of people do is they cook and they don't do dishes until they're done. When you're having these little times of like waiting, do dishes so you don't have to worry about it later. Come on, man, start thinking. Don't just burn and drink. Don't just burn and drink all day. Do your dishes. This is how it looks. All right. That means the juices from the chicken release, and pretty much it's cooked. Mix it up, mix it up. Yeah, mix it up. Now that is butter chicken. Add that with some naan. So let's make your naan now. All right, so we got the naan ready to go. You just throw it on and boom. Give it about 1 minute, flip, another minute, done. Start seeing these bubbles on the naan. Now you can flip it. Oh yeah, look at that start to puff up. Look at that naan. Look at that naan. That is crazy. Whoa. Whoa nah. Whoa nah. Whoa nah. Whoa nah. What the, how did you do that? Hey, stay tuned guys. We're gonna have a video on how to make the naan. That's coming up next on the next cooking video. Y'all don't know how to do shit. All right, so we got the naan. Looks like that. This is Kate's recipe, all right? So what I do is I cut it in half, open it up like this, get that butter chicken, put it inside. Boom, boom. Oh my God. Just like that. Oh my God, guys. I wish you were here to try this. Like and subscribe, or you're not a good person, or you don't love God, or you work for the devil.
You're doing it.